Greetings everyone, my name is Manoj. In this video, I'm going to talk about experiment number 2, DCL and TCL. The full form of DCL is Data Control Language and TCL is Transaction Control Language. We are going to execute few commands from these languages. Let me show you the questions. As you can see, the first question is from DCL. Here is asking create a new user with my registration number and assign a password. As you can see, I created a password and assign a password as a password. Here is the code, and for the verification, here is the code which I created. It's all mess up. Is as you can see here, I created here user for that. And then next question is to log into a new schema and try to access deposit table. Since I I logged in, but I'm unable to access the deposit table because it's in system privilege, and I didn't granted a create didn't granted a section to this new user. That's why it's unable to access the deposit table. After I again went into my system ID, system and password. After that, I granted that particular username, every all the required options like insert, select, and update and create also. After this, I'm able to access the data from the particular table from the new user only. All I have to do is type system.deposit and it will be able to access. The next question is to grant a select privilege on loan table. I created another table in system ID and granted the access to the username. Here as you can see, grant selection select on this table with on loan table to this user with a grant option. The next is to log in new user scheme and try to access deposit table. As you see, I accessed it. I used it in I logged into new user, and after that I inserted one column in that particular table and it inserted. As you can see, it's shown here. It's inserted. I'm able to access the particular table after granting the permissions. The next question is to try to give new user try from new users try to select on deposit table onto another is from here I want to access I want to give grant permission to another user since I already granted a permission to user 1. Now it can also grant to the user 2. As you can see, it grant is giving access to the same table to user 2. Now user 2 can also access that same table. Now the next question is to revoke the privileges. Yeah, as you can see in the code, I revoked all those things, insert, select, and update. Since I revoked it from the user 1, user 2 also automatically lose its grant options, its permission, all those things, because user is only given to user 2. Now user 1 don't doesn't have the permission, so user 2 will also not have the permission. The next question is to create a save point. Save point is like something where we can come back if any error occurs. For example, let me show you directly here. Before save point, the data is like this, just only one row. After I created a save point is created. After that, I inserted another row, as you can see. Now I don't want this row, so now I don't want this row. Instead of deleting that particular row, I just rolled back to previous row to get the data. Sorry, there was some mistake in pasting the code. Okay, from query number 8, create a save point. At this point, I create a save point create. Before that, as you can see in deposit table, there's 3 rows. Sunil. Okay, both are same values only. Just like that. Sunil and Anil. So after this, After this I deleted two rows whose name is Ajni, whose branch name is Ajni. As you can see, there are two rows. So I deleted those rows. As you can see here in the result, I only getting the one row. Now I want those rows back. Since I created a save point before the here, before this all things done, so I just can go roll back to at this particular point here. As you can see, I just roll back to it, roll back to K, roll back completed. Now if I just select start from the, now if I tell to show all the values in deposit, it's showing that Sunil rows again, because I just roll back to the particular point. Whatever things happen in between deletion, all those things, it doesn't matter here. Just roll back. Okay, this is all about the DCL and TCL. Thank you.